Hey guys, this is Sweet Nightingale here, and I just wanted to do this little video just to kind of give you guys a little update, just kind of the state of things that's going on here. Now, as you probably have figured out, we have ended the Legacy Challenge early because of lack of viewer interest, so I went ahead and uploaded the final part to that yesterday. Fat to Fit is going to be ending soon. I have 2 more parts to upload to that. We're going to be ending at part 10 because Jordan is actually looking quite good. Now, the parts are recorded, they're edited, so they're ready to be uploaded. I'm just going to do that over the course of time. And as you guys have also figured out, we have ended the Redemption Challenge early due to also lack of viewer interest. So what we have going now is we have the 100 Baby Challenge, which is going to be going on for quite a while. We have Adam and Eve, which is going to be going on for quite a while until either people get tired of it or until I decide to end it or whatever. So we got a ways to go on that one. And but the question is about the Black Widow and the Midnight Sun Challenge. Now the Black Widow, I can keep that going for quite a while. We are currently on husband number 3. Rebecca's net worth is actually like 500,000 and something because I was looking at that in buy mode. We actually hit the jackpot when we married Matthew Hamming. We really did. And so we can keep that going for a while. She's not going to be aging up for quite a while because, she got the long life wish from the genie. So you guys can tell me how you want me to end it. Like, if you want me to keep it going for a while or whatever, what's your preference on that one? We could go to maybe husband number 5 and just kind of, call it quits. The reason I'm kind of doing some of this is because I want to wind some of this down, because in anticipation of Sims 4 and all that, because even though I'm still going to be playing Sims 3, don't get me wrong, I am going to be playing Sims 3, but, people are going to be chomping at the bit to see Sims 4, so I want to have some of this done before that actually comes out. We've got, like, 2 months and about 2.5 months, I guess, before it shows up. So, we need to start winding some of this down. So, with the Black Widow, what we could do is we could, maybe go up to husband number 5 or, just stop at number 4. You guys tell me what you want to see, okay? This is where your guys' feedback comes in. You guys tell me what your preference is because I'm, game to suggestions. I'm game to, feedback. So, just tell me what you want. And then also for Midnight Sun, the interest in that one is starting to flag a little bit. Now, we have Lynette currently right now in Egypt, which is going to be her last place of travel for her lifetime. And so normally you're supposed to go to 5 generations with this, but we may just go to 3 because, as I said, the lack of interest is starting to show up. The interest is starting to flag. So I do have a sim picked out to marry Cole, who was in our Create a Sim contest that I ran some time ago. So I do have a sim in mind for that when he gets up there and is old enough to get married and so forth. So what I'm thinking is, we'll get Cole grown up, we'll get him married, and we'll have a baby, and maybe get the baby grown up to a child or something like that. Kind of play it by ear a little bit, but I think we'll just stop when the 3rd generation arrives. Due to the start of the lack of interest. And also, because this challenge has been around for a while, I've been doing this challenge for a while, and, I kind of want to get some of this stuff wound up. With that said, it was requested that I bring back my Beauty and the Beast challenge, so I can do that to replace the Fat to Fit challenge. And also with the Starving Artist challenge, it's not going to be a real long challenge, I don't think. It can be a generational thing, but it doesn't really have to be. It's just kind of, see how far your artist can get, see, how much money they can make from their paintings and so forth. So I don't know that we'll do the generational thing, but now we'll probably just keep Alexa going until, she gets older or whatever. So that challenge is going to be kind of a short-ish challenge. And the Adam and Eve and the 100 Baby Challenge could be longer ones due to, depending on how many babies she has. And with the Adam and Eve, the original rule says to go to like 50 generations, but I don't think I'm going to play it that long, at least on camera, because I don't think the interest will last that long in it. So, now with that said, as I said, I'm going to bring back the Beauty and the Beast Challenge, which was my own creation. It was requested that I do that. And also with that said, another shorty challenge that I want to do is the Homeless Challenge, which can be found on The Sims 3, which I'm going to be starting up here kind of soon. I think that one will be kind of fun. It's not a generational one either, so it's going to be kind of a short one. You kind of keep that going until your sim makes like $20,000 or 20,000 simoleons. So I'm kind of looking at some of these like short-lived challenges just to kind of fill in some of the gaps here. Another one that I would like to do, just to kind of, gear up towards Sims 4 as we wind some of these other ones down. There's a challenge called the Kidnap Challenge. And basically you have a couple, one of them has to be evil, one of them has to be absent-minded. And you have this couple who kidnaps the town. You invite Sims over, you get them into your house, where you want them to be, like in your little area, and you lock the door on them so that they can't escape. And you just keep doing this and doing this and doing this. So it is on the... I can't remember if it's on The Sims 3 or Mod The Sims or whatever, but it's pretty hilarious. There's a chick on YouTube that is actually doing it, and I want to do it too. It's not a generational thing. You just kind of keep it going until, one of your people dies or whatever, and that kind of thing. And so one of the things is you have to have this 3-story house to keep your people in, your couple, and then in this 3-story house you keep a separate area for your victims. So what I'm proposing, you guys, so not only is this an update, but what I'm proposing is a little house building contest. Okay, a little house building contest. I'll try to find the link to the Kidnap Challenge and put it in the video description. You guys can go and read it. And so anyway, what's going to happen with this, what I'm looking for in this house, okay, as I said, it has to be a 3-story house. It can be maybe 2 stories with a basement, 3 stories with a basement, but it has to be at least like 3 floors, okay? And there has to be a separate area to keep your kidnap victims. So what I'm looking for is a house for, this challenge. I'm not, it doesn't have to be any specific style. Definitely try to avoid the custom content. I really don't want to have the third-party custom content because, I don't know, there's a lot of bad stuff that can mess up your game, as I've said in the past. And if I'm going to put custom content in the game, I want to control what I put in there, what I download and put in there. So anyway, the house, as I said, I'll find the link and put that in the description so that you guys can read about the challenge. The house has to be at least 3 floors. It can include a basement and 2 floors, or it can have like 3 floors and a basement, whatever. But the house definitely has to have a separate area for your kidnap victims. A bed area, kind of like a little kitchen area so that they can cook for themselves. You have to kind of keep them alive. Like, you don't want to kill them. Like, you don't want to just lock them like in a box and then have them die. You got to keep them alive for as long as they can be alive. So they have to have a way to sleep. They have to have a bathroom to pee and stuff in, and they have to have like a little area to be able to sleep and prepare food and stuff. So keep that in mind. It can be any style you want it to be, but it does have to have the 3 floors and the separate area, living area for your kidnap victims, and the door to obviously lock them in, okay? So let's say, just to kind of give you guys some time to build it, you can use something that you've already made. Like if you've already made a house like this or something, you can feel free to use it in the contest. Let's say, let's try to have it done by July 1st, okay? That'll give you guys a couple of weeks to build it if you need to. And then that'll give me time to wind down some of these other challenges, or at least get them well on the way to being wound down. And then we can go ahead and get that started. So if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on this video. But what you want to do is upload your house to the exchange, and then you can email me the link. My email is in the description of the video. It's sweetnightingale2907, just like my channel, at gmail.com. So sweetnightingale2907 at gmail.com is my email address. And let's just put all of the links there. I don't want to see anything on Twitter or Facebook or anything because I want to kind of keep it all consolidated. Those of you that have been with me for a while, you guys know the drill. You've seen this kind of thing before with your Sims and your houses and stuff for other contests and all that. So now the house that I like the best is going to be used for the challenge, and I will possibly use the other houses in my house review series, which I am also going to be bringing back again. So just because your house may not win for this challenge doesn't mean that you won't see it again. and I may just plop them down in the town and all that. So, you know, keep that in mind. But, you know, I'll probably have my husband help me judge them a little bit. And, you know, because he doesn't know anybody here, and he can kind of keep an objective eye. And, you know, he's got a pretty good architectural eye, too. You know, even better than I do. You know, not that I really have an architectural eye. Okay, I'm rambling. But, so, as I said, if you have any questions, just put it in the comments on the video, and I'll try to answer them. But just keep in mind, it has to be at least 3 floors with a separate area for your kidnap victims, with eating, sleeping area, and potty area, you know, bathroom area. And so, also leave in the comment section the things about the first part of this video that I talked about, as far as like what you want to see for the, maybe how the Black Widow challenge should end, or how the Midnight Sun challenge should end, and all that. So definitely keep that in mind. Leave me a comment, and don't forget about the challenge that I issued yesterday. If you need to go back and look at that, just go to my channel and look at that video. It's just like a 2 or 3 minute long video. It won't take you long. So anyway, that's that. And so be on the lookout for a couple of these newer, shorter challenges, and be on the lookout for these other ones to kind of wind down just a bit. And you guys have a fantastic day, and we'll see you guys in the next LP. Okay, bye guys.